What's happening, Americans? Boys and girls, children around the world, happy Sunday. Well, I'm heading somewhere and I'll be there in a few minutes, but something really hit me in my heart just now. And so when it's burning in my bones like that, I gotta get it out. So let me talk to you for a second about relationships, right and wrong relationships, and what I know of it by experience and by the Word. Just what I got my part of it for right now. So listen, I lost my wife of almost 7 years. She left me because I had her in the wrong spot. Okay, I had her. I probably never should have married her in the first place. A lot of people should really ask the Lord if they're supposed to marry that person. I'm sure no one hardly does due diligence. They'd find out a lot about the person. And yeah, I know some people go to marriage counseling, this, that, and the other. I don't care. You can pass any earthly thing. People lie. Okay, especially demonized people lie. A lot of stuff's a trap and you don't even know it. That's all beside the point. The main purpose for this video is this. When you have a relationship in the wrong, when you have your focus wrong, and this is not just for the marriage relationship. Watch this, let me back up a little bit. I wrongly thought my marriage was the most important thing. I'm telling you, your marriage is not the most important thing. A lot of people will tell you your family comes before your ministry. That may be true. Your family does not come before your relationship with the King, with the Lord, with God. Okay. If your kids or your wife or your spouse are the most important thing, then you're in straight idolatry. Pure idolatry. There's no way around it. If you think you can't live without your spouse, you're in idolatry. If you think you can't live without your kids, you're in idolatry. Oh, you're crazy, Jeremy. I don't care what you say. I don't care. Let me tell you something else. Jealousy, envy, and all these other kind of things, they're just little dumb crap the enemy puts in your ear. And if you dwell on it, if you don't have that number one relationship in the right spot, you're going to fall victim to it every time. Next thing you know, you're losing friendships you had for 11 years for nothing. And you want to blame the other person. Guess what? No, it's your fault. It's your fault. The other person don't care. I mean, he cares. But what can you do? I didn't make the decision. Ultimately, it's the person. It's the person casting judgments, and they're coming back around on themselves. It's the person who refuses to look at the truth. It's the person who, you're responsible for your own actions. The Lord sends people to help. And when people reject that help, it turns into a hindrance. So today, if that's you, it's okay. Good news. The Lord will help you clean out bad relationships and show you where to mend broken relationships and show you where to find new relationships. Proverbs says, actually Solomon said, a man who wants to have friends needs to show himself friendly. Be friendly. You can't walking in love if you're throwing away your friendships. You can't do that. My wife, ex-wife, she did that. And I've seen so many of my so-called friends do the same thing she did. And they're still doing it. So-called friends. I got 2 words for all the so-called friends. 2 different sets of 2 words. Grow up, number 1. And number 2, I'm me. I'm me. Grow up. Simple. Because I'm going to keep on growing. And you should. But if you keep treating your relationships like they don't mean anything, you're not going to have any. It's like the guy who didn't take care of his truck and then it didn't run. It's like the guy who didn't take care of his house and it fell apart. Relationships are the same way. They take maintenance. It just really shows you what's wrong in your own heart. And if you're too prideful to deal with it, that's on you.